What is your name? My name is Chattan.
चुनाव आयोग मतदाताओं के साथ चट्टान की तरह खड़ा होता है
और सभी धर्मों के मतदाताओं के साथ बिना किसी भेदभाव के चट्टान की तरह खड़ा था, खड़ा है और खड़ा रहेगा।
चुनाव आयोग हर मतदाता के साथ चट्टान की तरह खड़ा हुआ है।
दोबारा मत पूछना। अरे भाई साहब, opposition is still asking you the same question. They are asking you again and again and again. How dare they?
मैं आपको स्टेट से कह रहा हूं, पूरे हिंदुस्तान में विधानसभा के चुनाव, लोकसभा के चुनाव चोरी किए जा रहे हैं।
इसकी वजह से तोड़ना पड़ा। ये देखिए, ये है, अगर ये वोट रोक रहे हैं और जनता का वोट रोक रहे हैं, तो हम जनता का वोट बचाने के लिए कूद रहे हैं।
बीजेपी ने वोट चोरी करके इल्लीगली, अनएथिकली, अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनली पावर में आया है। आप समझ सकते हैं कि आपके वोट की चोरी नहीं की जा रही है, बल्कि डकैती डाली जा रही है, डकैती डाली जा रही है।
The Election Commission of India's press conference was explosive. Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar decimated Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi's lies smashed by Superman Gyanesh Kumar. You heard those headlines on mainstream media, right? They are like Charan Vandana. It's like classical music, not so classic, and also sung by Himesh. But we are not mainstream media, and thus we will raise 5 questions. What was supposed to be a transparent defense against serious allegations of voter fraud turned into a spectacle of evasion, threats, and self-aggrandizement. Aggrandizement, not advertisement. Turned out to be a self-aggrandizement. Well, do I sound like Mr. Tharoor? In simple terms, it is like advertisement where you promote yourself to be very important, like irrefutable. Gyanesh Kumar called the Election Commission a Chattan, an unshakable rock. But let's be real. This rock seems more like a shield to hide behind. Here's 5 key moments where allegations clashed with Gyanesh Kumar's slippery responses, exposing how the Election Commission is probably failing us. Now let's start with the big one. On August 7, 2025, leader of opposition and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi held a press conference and dropped an atom bomb. He alleged massive vote chori, that is vote theft, in Karnataka's Mahadevapura assembly segment during the Lok Sabha election 2024. Now, Rahul Gandhi claimed over 1 lakh votes were manipulated through duplicate voter IDs. To drive it home, he highlighted real cases. Women whose photos appeared on multiple voter cards with same names, at times with different names and details as well. For example, he spoke about this voter particularly. Her name is Shakun Rani, who once appeared as Shakun as a first name and Rani as a last name. And in another place, she appeared as Shakun Rani as just one name. Then he showed voter cards with father's name as X5, ABCD, think of any alphabet. These were not abstract voter ID cards. These were faces of everyday Indians, potentially disenfranchised or used as pawns in electoral fraud. Rahul Gandhi did not stop there. He accused the Election Commission of colluding in a broader scheme, pointing to similar irregularities in at least 48 Lok Sabha seats and linking it to the controversial Special Intensive Revision or SIR in Bihar, calling it institutionalized theft. Now, this is a serious stuff, right? If true, it strikes at the core of our democracy. But how did the Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar respond? Did he launch an investigation, probe data, or to debunk it? No, absolutely not. Instead, Gyanesh Kumar went on the offensive, demanding Rahul Gandhi file a sworn affidavit within 7 days or apologize publicly. Maafi mango.
और मेरे सर सारे मतदाताओं को अपराधी बनाना और चुनाव आयोग शांत रहे संभव नहीं। हलफनामा देना होगा या देश से माफी मांगनी होगी, तीसरा विकल्प नहीं है। आपके माध्यम से मैं ये भी कहना चाहता हूं, अगर 7 दिन में हलफनामा नहीं मिला तो इसका अर्थ ये सारे आरोप निराधार हैं।
He called vote chori a dirty word that insults our constitution and India's voters.
वोट चोरी जैसे गलत शब्दों का इस्तेमाल करके जनता को गुमराह करने का असफल प्रयास किया जाए तो यह भारत के संविधान का अपमान नहीं तो और क्या है?
Fair enough. Strong words need strong proof. But then came the real dodge. When pressed on why the Election Commission would not release the CCTV footages to clear the air, Gyanesh Kumar hid behind voter privacy and a Supreme Court order. And on duplicate cards of women that Rahul Gandhi showcased, Gyanesh Kumar twisted it into a bizarre counter. Should he now start showing videos and pictures of our matas, bahus and betis? You lech!
क्या अपनी माताओं, बहुओं, बेटियों सहित किसी भी मतदाता की सीसीटीवी वीडियो चुनाव आयोग को साझा करनी चाहिए क्या?
They are casting votes. They watching it on CCTV is absolutely fine. But for the sake of probity, accountability, and transparency, watching the same CCTV by opposition is like being a lech. Wouldn't that be disrespectful towards women? He almost asked. Wait, what? Rahul was exposing potential fraud using public voter data, not invading into anyone's privacy. And the Chief Election Commissioner's response? Pure deflection, turning a call for accountability into a fake chivalry debate. It is like saying, don't question us, or we will accuse you of misogyny. Obfuscation level, it's called super expert. Rahul Gandhi did not say that that woman had specifically done this wrong. Probably somebody had used her credentials. Now this is for her dignity. For the sake of probity, the CCTV should be made public so that we get to know if somebody has wrongly used her credentials, then that person can be held accountable, penalized, and this woman could be given a right to file a defamation or a case against the imposter. Now wait, he referred to Supreme Court order that warned of some voter privacy, right? Trinamool Congress Member of Parliament Moha Moitro and India Alliance on Monday took on Election Commission of India. She questioned which Supreme Court order has issued such prohibitions. Batao.
You come out and you say that there is a Supreme Court judgment which says it cannot be machine readable. Can I tell you that the 2018 Justice Sikri's judgment, Kamal Nath versus Election Commission of India, paragraph 24, I have the judgment here, only says, however, it is not necessary to go into this aspect. It does not say that machine readable will violate the privacy of an individual. That is completely incorrect.
Next up, Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav back in 2022, during Uttar Pradesh polls and even after that, submitted affidavits detailing voter list irregularities, deletions, duplications, you name it and you got it. He even reignited the same issue in Parliament recently on the floor of the House, showing digital receipts as proof of submission. This isn't new. It's a pattern of complaints the opposition has been raising for years. At the Election Commission press conference, the journalists truly showed Election Commission of India the mirror. Hats off to each and every journalist. Their questions were sharp, pointed and articulate. Because they were reporters who were asking the questions and not some face pack coated celebrity anchor.
इतना हड़बड़ी में आपको एसआईआर करने का क्या जरूरत है जब बाहर चल रहे बिहार में बारिश के समय, और समय बहुत लोग कह रहे हैं बहुत कम है।
दूसरा ये कि जो ये बार बार विवाद आता है कि वोटर लिस्ट जो है वो सर्चेबल हो, फिर उसमें एक जैसे कई नाम आए, क्या ऐसी कोई प्रक्रिया या आधार को लेकर जो चर्चा है कि अगर आधार से लिंक कर दिया जाए सिर्फ इस मकसद से कि एक व्यक्ति के पास दूसरा वोटर आईडी कार्ड न बनने पाए जब तक कि डेटाबेस में ऐसी जानकारी हो, इसके लिए आयोग क्या कदम उठा रहा है?
तीसरा मेरा सवाल है कि आपने कहा कि बार बार कहा कि आपको
दो सवाल पूछिए।
अगर देर से आप देते हैं, आप सवाल उठाते हैं तो आपको एफिडेविट देना पड़ेगा। अखिलेश यादव ने 18,000 नामों की एफिडेविट दिया हुआ है। ये राजनीति में बार बार सवाल उठ रहा है कि आपने उसका जवाब नहीं दिया। ये 3 सवाल हैं सर मेरे।
ठीक।
One journalist pointed out that even Naveen Patnaik, former Chief Minister of Orissa and BJD Supremo, raised similar issues after Orissa Assembly election, where BJP swept the polls, came to power, got the chair, and Mr. Patnaik, trust you me when I say this, is now at a hospital recuperating. So what does Gyanesh Kumar has to say? He flat out denies the Election Commission ever received those affidavits either from Samajwadi Party or BJD.
ये बात कही गई कि किसी एक राज्य से, उड़ीसा से या उत्तर प्रदेश से कुछ शिकायतें की गई। बात वहीं की वहीं है। चुनाव हारने या जीतने के बाद जिस मतदाता सूची पर चुनाव हुआ उसके ऊपर बिना हलफनामा दिए, हलफनामा दिया गया ये बात ठीक नहीं है, बिना हलफनामा दिए, बिना ओथ दिए, सिर्फ एक पत्र लिखकर अगर हमारे बूथ लेवल ऑफिसर्स और एसडीएम्स और डीएम्स इनके कार्यशैली पर अगर कोई प्रश्न चिन्ह लगाता है तो ये गलत है।
Yes, no explanation, no follow-up on the receipts. Akhilesh Yadav waved publicly. So instead of addressing the substance as why were these not probed, Gyanesh Kumar pivots to grandstanding. He declares the election commission a Chattan. सवाल ही नहीं पूछ सकते हो, चट्टान है. A rock standing firm with voters and immune to partisan pressures. Folks, he said Chattan thrice.
चट्टान की तरह खड़ा था, चट्टान की तरह खड़ा होता है, चट्टान की तरह खड़ा हुआ है।
I mean, he was really trying hard to ensure that that becomes the headline. Election Commission stands like a rock. The big Chattan, India, can never be without. Or maybe the Great Himalaya. But guess what? This became the headline. Yes. If you say Telegraph is anti-government, fact is, most of the media outlets did not buy the cringy Chattan headline. Why? Because it's fluff. It's not an answer, it's a slogan. By ignoring Akhilesh Yadav's evidence and hyping his own rhetoric, he skirted the real question. If affidavits were filed and ignored, who is accountable? This isn't rock solid. It is like rock-headed avoidance. Affidavit reminds me, Election Commission of India has deleted 65 lakh voters from the draft. Interestingly, dead people have come on the draft and people alive have been removed from the draft list. This is Election Commission's job to constantly revise and update voter list to ensure those who are dead, they are removed and new voters are welcomed in. Your requirement of intensive revision is itself a commentary that look, I am good, but my predecessors were not so good. He essentially implied that these lapses happened under his predecessors, saying that SIR in Bihar is the only solution to fix what was overlooked before, like he's greater than thou. Wait, overlooked, right? So are we admitting that past elections were riddled with errors that went unchecked? If Election Commission messed up then, has the accountability been fixed so far? Also, what's the guarantee? What's the guarantee? And who would give this guarantee? That it won't happen again now? His response? More sermons on the EC's neutrality, no concrete fixes or admissions of systemic failure. He is essentially saying, yeah, there were mistakes, but not on my watch. This isn't accountability, it is like passing the buck while claiming to be a rock, Chattan. Did Election Commission of India say that if these 65 lakh voters or people who according to them should be disenfranchised as did they vote in 2024 Lok Sabha election? Who did they vote for then? Batao. Election Commission is asking for affidavit from opposition leaders, be it Rahul Gandhi and others. Fair enough. Can Election Commission of India file an affidavit and come up sworn clean, stating that all the elections which has happened in the past in India under the watch of Election Commission of India had been all free, fair, transparent and without an error. Now let's talk errors. The ones Gyanesh Kumar himself admitted. He downplayed house number. on voter IDs as a joke on the poor, blaming local bodies for not assigning proper addresses. Duplicates, oh, that's just migration or administrative slips. So this is what Rahul Gandhi showed.
नंबर 0 तो आपने कभी सुना है हाउस नंबर 0? हमने तो नहीं सुना था, मगर बेंगलोर में हजारों हाउस नंबर 0 हैं वोटर लिस्ट पे.
And this is what Gyanesh ji said.
आपको पता है इस देश में करोड़ों लोगों के घरों के पते के आगे 0 नंबर है. क्यों? क्योंकि पंचायत, म्यूनिसिपैलिटी, जिस घर में वो रहते हैं उन्होंने उनका नंबर नहीं दिया. शहरों में अनऑथराइज्ड कॉलोनीज हैं जहां उनको नंबर नहीं है, तो वो अपने फॉर्म में क्या पता भरें? तो चुनाव आयोग के निर्देश कहते हैं अगर ऐसा कोई भी मतदाता इस देश में है, चुनाव आयोग उसके साथ खड़ा है और उसको नोशनल नंबर देगा, और चूंकि कंप्यूटर में जब उसको भरते हैं तो वो 0 दिखता है.
Acha, hold on. So if you don't have a house number, ECI made it 0. We understand that. But how did the voter list have such weird father's name? I swear by God, I've never come across a father's name as weird as this. Abracadabra, XYZ, blah, 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 blah. Where did ECI come up with such names from? I mean, ECI decided to create such names because did they imagine that that voter doesn't have a father, or voters don't have fathers? Acha, why demand an affidavit from Rahul Gandhi but not from BJP's Anurag Thakur, who alleged similar irregularities in Raebareli and Wayanad?
आप रायबरेली नाम तो सुना होगा आपने, राहुल जी ने भी सुना होगा. 47 वोटर आईडी हाउस नंबर 189 के पोलिंग बूथ 131 पर रजिस्टर हुए हैं. ये रायबरेली में हुए हैं जो 47 वोटर आईडी, और डायमंड हार्बर में मल्टीपल रिलीजन के एक ही घर नंबर 0011 पे बूथ नंबर 103 पे फाल्टा असेंबली में डायमंड हार्बर जो लोकसभा है वहां पे रजिस्टर हुए. ये सारे नाम रायबरेली के हैं.
Acha, this is probably the first time in the history, only after Operation Sindoor, when the government and the opposition are on the same page. Both are saying that there are discrepancies in the voter list, and Election Commission definitely has messed it up and just did not do their job properly. I mean, both are saying that Election Commission, for Election Commission, one side is ghar ka mamla and the other side is not so ghar ka mamla, right? So Election Commission did not say as why they are not asking for an affidavit from Anurag Thakur. Parivar, parivar hota hai Sahir. That's not the dialogue from Ghayal. That's only for the Election Commission of India. Friends, this press conference was not about answers. It was a masterclass in obfuscation. Gyanesh Kumar dodged direct questions, issued veiled threats, and patted the Election Commission on the back as an unshakable Chattan, but a true rock would withstand scrutiny, not hide from it. By admitting past oversights while skirting current allegations, he has unwittingly confirmed what critics fear, that our elections might be flawed and the guardians are too busy defending themselves rather than fixing them. Democracy demands transparency, not sermons. Mamata Banerjee showed it first in February as how Haryana voters, Gujarat voters shared their epic numbers with voters of West Bengal. An Election Commission of India admitted that they were legit mistakes. Then, why have you overreacted now when the questions are raised not by Mamata Banerjee alone but by an united opposition, India? Gyanesh Kumar's bestest response, according to me, Piyush, 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 Piyush. I'm sure Piyush across the country, minus Piyush Goyal, are worried now.
पीयूष जी के नाम के, तो अगर पीयूष जी के नाम को अब कौन से पीयूष जी का नाम काटा जाए? कौन से पीयूष जी दो हैं ये?
He also explains how there could be duplicate voters. Sir, if you're migrating and creating new voter cards, then it's the job of the Election Commission to revise the list periodically. Imagine if you have an Aadhaar card linked with your voter ID, then on the same Aadhaar card number, there could have been one epic number. Like you change your address on your Aadhaar card, similarly, the epic number would have stayed the same even if you had updated your location and chose to become a voter at a different constituency. Simple. The number would have stayed individual specific. One person, one voter card. You don't need to be a Chattan to think wise. You can be a simple person with basic mind to use tally, analyze Excel sheet, Google Sheet, do proper grouping. If not anything, go to ChatGPT. You also have your friend Grok. Imagine so many people had given one address of a brewery. It's like they were singing चिकनी चमेली चुपके अकेली पौवा चरा के आई फिर वोट डाल के आई. Even this iPhone would ask me, shall I delete all your duplicate photos? Shows me all the duplicate photos from the archive, and all that I have to do is to decide, have the intention to decide as whether to keep those photos or one click, delete them. Thus the question is before the Election Commission of India, why didn't you delete the duplicate voters or false voters so far? If yes, why do you need to now throw away 65 lakh voters from Bihar voter list? What do you think? Drop your thoughts below. Hit like if you are fed up with this evasion, subscribe for more breakdowns, and share to spread the word. Until next time, India, stay vigilant. Thank you so much.